Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of the Friday Tactics Board, sponsored by Bazooka Goal. My name is Mike Melvin, the UK manager, and today we're graced with the presence of our German manager, and also really involved with 3v3 Europe. I'll let him introduce himself. So over to you, Hardy.
Yes, thank you very much, Mike. Nice to see you again. And yes, my name is Hardy Bruening. I come from Germany, from the north of Germany. I live in Hamburg. Yes, I'm 43 years old. I was born in Eastern Germany, so there I go to school, and I degreed with a higher school level. And 23 years ago, I come to Hamburg, and I live here with my family. I have a wife and a 6 years old guy, and that's why I'm very interested in youth development and soccer, of course, because I also developed in football and soccer as I was young. I was a player who played in the fourth and fifth level, fifth division. So not a pro, but not so bad. And after that, I have to finish my football career because of some injuries, and then I decided to become a pro, become a coach. And yes, I'm coaching kids from U6 to U19 with the different levels, and that's why I saw the development of youth soccer levels and what is needed, especially to perhaps become a pro or become a kid with a higher level. And yes, and because of that, I was in touch with the brand Bazooka Goal as a reseller, and yes, then in 2019 I started to work as the sales manager in Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. And yes, because of this, I have now so many contacts, also with Finn. You already have an interview with him.
Yeah, Finn was.
Oh, and we talked so much about these 3v3 games, and I like it very much. And I visited him in 2019 and decided to do the same in Germany.
Cool.
Yes, so that's a very, very short introduction. And
oh no, I didn't know you played. Well, when we get together, we'll have to have a 3v3 England v Germany. You can get your revenge on this summer. Oh, you've gone. Are you back?
Oh, now I'm back.
Yes, good. No, I was just saying, yeah, when we have our next 3v3 Europe meeting, we'll have to have an England v Germany game. See if you can get revenge for the summer.
Yeah, cool.
So you started 3v3 in 2019 in Germany. Where was 3v3 at that stage? Was other people doing it? Was it a game that was already being played, or did you have to go knocking on everyone's door and telling them all about it?
Yes, it depends on the area in Germany. Some years ago, I think it was 2019 or perhaps 2018. Some guys, some coaches, some clubs, grassroots clubs decided to play this this kind of mini soccer in their training sessions. It's not official. It wasn't official. It's only a training session. We already played in our youth 3 against 3, 2 or 4 mini goals. And yes, but it wasn't official. But in the last 2 years, the big FA, the DFB, the German Football Federation, decided to change their official game form for youth, for U6, U7, U8, because of course we have some good players, but they see it, or they saw in the past that many kids started to play football, started playing football, but many of them canceled it after some years or only some tries, because they didn't have fun. And kids have fun when they shoot goals, when they can dribble, when they can pass, when they have fun, when parents go there and say, "Oh, you are my best kid," and "Oh, you did it so well," and "Oh, we like it," and so that's normal. But in the games 3 years ago, there was a 7 against 7 or 9 against 9 for U6 or U7 kids. It's too big. It's too big. And then the officials from the DFB or from the county FAs said, "Okay, we have to change something," and they changed it. So they tried with some interested county FAs together to test it if it will work, and it works. So and that's why since last year, it was a little bit delayed because of Corona. The DFB and their county FAs decided to start 3 against 3, 3v3 as an official game for U6, U7.
Right. And then at U8, what do they do now? What game?
Yeah, U8 they wants to play 4+1, so 4 plus a goalkeeper, on goals 5 to 2 meters, the normal size for the youth.
Yeah. And
they will play until they are 10 years old, and it's nearly the same as in Norway. Finn told you. And yes, we Germans are a little bit late, but of course we are a football nation, and we have to change something. And yeah, I'm lucky that now it everywhere changed. Of course, there are some guys, some coaches, older coaches or parents, they don't like it. 3 against 3.
That was my next question really from that. I remember speaking to the FA here when they introduced 5v5, and this was like 10 years ago, and the abuse that they said they got from some coaches saying this is not football, people won't like it. But it's proven now that it's works. But at the time when they introduced it and they were told this is what you've got to now do, there was a big fight back. So was that the case there when it happened? Did a lot of people not agree with it? Oh, you froze again.
No, I'm back. I don't know what is with the connection. But
did you hear what I said? I said so when
No.
they introduced the 3v3, did they have like a lot of pushback from coaches, from parents who didn't agree with it?
Yes, not really in that way that they say, "Oh, we don't like the form you want to play 3v3," but they say, younger kids, they want to shoot on bigger goals. They want to shoot from 20 meters to a goal or something like this. And then every time I say, and fortunately also the DFB now, no, it's not necessary. The kids, it doesn't matter where they shoot the goals. It's most important that they shoot goals. And they also like to shoot on small goals, on mini goals, as the bazooka goals, for example. And they want to play, they want to have fun, and it doesn't matter which size the goals are. But mostly the parents or the coaches said, no, they don't like it. They like it. If you see them on playing 3v3, if with our air pitches or without air pitches, you see they're in action. They are really in action. They have many situations, many dribblings and everything, and that's the most point.
So now, so obviously it's 2 years on from when it started. How have you seen like the 3v3, like the game? How have them kids who've played it from 2 years ago who are still playing it now? Have you seen their development increase quicker, or have the FA, have they looked and said, okay, yeah, this was normally what happens, and now we've got proof that 3v3 has worked? Has anyone looked at the game from like statistically and got the numbers, or just from opinions? How has that changed in 2 years?
Yeah, I think there's no really official result of playing 3v3, because now the big FA is on the way to prove these, to save the proofs, and they work together with universities to check what are the difference to the older game forms. But that's form 3v3. It's not new. It's no new. It's some clubs play this for 5, 6, 7 years in their training sessions, and I know some clubs they decided 4 years ago not to be part of the official game round, which is organized from FA, county FA, because they say it's not necessary that U6, U7 kids have to travel 30 minutes, 1 hour with their parents to a next club only to play 20 minutes. That's why they say, okay, we organize some game rounds by their own, and they play 3v3 because that's the only way to have more fields on the pitch, and you can reach more kids in playing football, and of course because of that you have more kids which are happy. So, and these kids, if you see them on a tournament, for example, our last tournament in Hamburg in mid of September with 88 teams, because we wasn't able to invite more teams because we play Foninho with bigger fields, not only the small ones, and that's why we have to organize a tournament only with 88 teams. But you see that they are much more faster in thinking football, to see where are the goals, where's my partner, where's my opposite. They can dribble much more faster, and yes, I think the kids which are playing 3v3, they develop much more faster than kids they don't play 3v3.
So this happens now across the whole of Germany. That's the only game that U6 and U7 they can play. It's just 3v3, yeah? Yeah. So obviously you see there in your picture in the background, we have like 2 versions of the game. The Foninho one, the 4 goal, and then the standard 3v3 with just the 2 goal. So the official game is the 4 goal version, yeah? Right. In Germany, there's of course, it depends a little bit on the level or on the age group you wants to play mini football.
But the most official form is with 4 goals. It's called Faninho. It comes from fun, for Spaß, in German Spaß, fun, and Nino, the word for kids. And it was introduced from Horst Wein in the last years here in Germany. And yes, if you have some U6 or perhaps U5 kids for kids club or kindergarten, also many kids wants to play soccer, wants to play football, and then the 4 goal pitches are too big for them. So then you can play by 15 to 10 meters, but perhaps with a wider goal. So the most important thing is that they shoot a goal. And if the goal is big, but not high, only wide, then it's fun for the kids.
So I've seen the videos and the pictures of the event you did last weekend or 2 weekends ago, what we said with the 88 teams, and it looked really good, and you see how the kids, from starting it to even after 1 hour, how quickly they learn the game and realize how many times they can dribble, how many more shots they can do. But what one for me that and parents always see this is just how hard they have to work, which is something then that is not the focus, but the game is so fast, and that it's hard work. You're constantly involved. So what, like, game time and how many games do they play when they do like these little tournaments? What do you do there?
Yes, we go the same way as Finn in Norway do, but we say that we want to have 6 to 7, perhaps sometimes 8 matches for each team. We are playing 7 to 10 minutes. It depends on the level, and yes, it's every coach or official person in clubs or from the DFB has to be part of it, so then he can see how our air pitches works. It's not only there are some air pitches and it's the same as other games. No, because of these air pitches, it's a much more higher intensity to every kid. Every time there are new situations, we don't have so many breaks because a kid shoot the ball outside and has get the ball again inside, and no coach or parent has to discuss with the kid, oh, please go 3 meters back because then the other kid can dribble in or something like this. That needs so much time, and if you only play 7 or perhaps 10 minutes, 50% of this time it's no football, it's waiting time. So, and that's why these air pitches are very, very useful and very, very good for playing all the time. It's a ball catcher. It's not in first case to playing with the air pitch, with the I don't know what is the right word, with the Bande in German, with the air pitches, like the double pass or something like this.
That's rebound. Rebound.
Yeah, that's not the most important thing. Of course, they can do it, and then you can see how the kids are thinking, how fast they are thinking. Oh, I can play with this option, and that's a point that kids develop very fast.
But just on that, so it's a big thing what I touch on with mine, and we got some analysts to sit there with a clock and time the games and how many times the ball was in play. And at this particular one, it was with an academy. they played a 20-minute game, and the ball was in play 19.36 minutes, so 19 and a half minutes out of 20. It was in play. And then I asked him, I said, give me that same stat from their normal game, which would have been 5v5 or 7v7, and it's in a 20-minute period, and it was 11 minutes something. So it was nearly double the amount of game time just by having the air pitches. And then when we worked it out over a season, how many extra more minutes the ball's in play, the kids are on the ball, how many more touches, it just goes through the roof. And people get it then. The other side of the air pitch, and you probably hear this from children as well, is how much fun it looks. They go there, it's an inflatable, the colours are good, so it looks, like there was one kid I'm going, I'm going in there to be a footballer. And he goes over the side and he's a footballer on that pitch. And in his head, however their mind works, and psychologists will probably have a better explanation than this, but they knew going in that pitch, that was where they went to play football.
Yeah, and it's every time the same. I can remember on my time, on my youth, I started to play football with 6 years, and every time you go to another club, or perhaps you have a match, then okay, it's normal. There are some parents, 10 to 20 parents there, and a big pitch, big field, soccer field, and then we was playing. So, and if I compare it to today, to our pitches, to our events, we don't want to have only one pitch there and play all over the day, only one game in this pitch, then comes the next kids. No, we want to organize, 3v3 Germany wants to organize mega big events, big tournament events, because as you said, completely right, that the kids come there, not only 20, but 500, and they come to the pitch, to the area and see, wow, what's that? That's nice. And it's the same to us. When the weather is bad, it's winter or something like this, we said, we want to play soccer. We go to the indoor soccer hall, because it's nice, we can play, it's not so cold, but of course we don't have to run so much, and everything, the ball is the ball in the near of us, and it's fun. And after that, after one kid, one parent, and the coaches was be part of our events, they come to me and say, we love it. Okay, now I will drive 100 or 200 kilometers again, only for the kids, because they like it very much, and that's the point. We want we want a situation that the kids said, Papa, Mom, we want to play soccer. We want to play soccer because it's nice. We have fun. Nice to play in these air pitches, and then we can, not 100% sure, but it will more reality that these kids stay in playing soccer for the next years, and perhaps then Germany could become European championship again, champion again, or something like this. No, I don't know, but we need this enthusiasm.
And it is, you'll see over the years. I've seen it now. So mine was like 5 years ago when I started 3v3, and those kids who were U6 at the time, who are now U12, U13, so now U7 to U13, just how much they still love football, how better players they are, but they still always ask, and the parents come back to me, Mike, have you got anything for these to play? I got one last night actually. Can he come down and play? And I was like, at the minute I've not got space for those at those age groups I'm working on, but they still want to come back and play 3v3. they're now playing 11v11 on that big pitch behind you. Yeah, they're still only babies at 12 years old, but they're still. I love 3v3. They still want to come back and play it, and I know then I've done my job, kept them enjoying the game and wanting to play it, and it's just, I say, so much fun. Kids, even adults, we want to score goals, we want to dribble and beat players, we want to be able to, try something new, and 3v3 just gives you loads of chances to do that. Then, even if you're the worst player in the team, you're probably still going to score a goal. I remember last week before, I've got a lot of new players just starting their football journey, so they've only played 3v3. They've never been outside and played any games, and the kid scored his first goal, and he went off celebrating. His mum and dad were on the side cheering, and I thought, and I knew it was coming. Okay, I could see it was going to happen, so I made sure I watched their reactions, and them seeing the kid score the first goal, the kid's face, it was just wow. That was my memory of the day. Why it was so good is that I was involved in that moment where that kid scored his first ever goal, and to win, that was the best thing of his day. I bet he went home really happy, played out, probably got his ball and wanted to go and play in the garden. And it is that fun side and wanting kids to keep playing and keep enjoying football. And I love that yours is called for Nino. It is come and have fun. It's not come and win and come and score more goals. And it's coming, priority number one is to come and have fun. And that's what, football should be for all ages, but 100% for the young ones. So moving on from, obviously, we've spoken about how it's grown over the last 2 years. What's the next stages then for 3v3 Germany?
So and the next step we start in the next year, and end of March. We will have a 3v3 Germany tour. That means, of course, we want to reach many kids, many clubs, and that's why we go all over Germany to have different areas to offer our concept, our 3v3 concept, Germany concept, to their clubs. And if they are interested in having such bigger events, then they can write me an email, and we go there. For the clubs, it's for free. It's very important to offer this for free for the clubs. And perhaps we will have some sponsors, some bigger partners as Santander in Norway, that they can pay all the costs, because my target, my aim is that every club, every kid can play it for free, can be part of such an amazing event for free. And that's why we are searching for some partners who have the same idea to want to support us, and of course then the clubs and the kids. That's the most important thing. And up to today, we six events of these 15 in the next year are fixed, are safe, and yes, there are some pro clubs they are interested in from the first division and from the Bundesliga, but also some grassroots clubs. They have tried to play 3v3 in the last years, and they have a good experiences of this new form. And yes, and then everybody in Germany will see that 3v3 Germany with bazooka goal air pitches will work very good. And we have in Germany, we have two to county FAs. They decided to play this in the Bazooka Goal air pitches. And last weekend I was with the FA in the north of Germany. It's Schleswig-Holstein. They tried it. They arranged or organized 2 bigger events on 2 different areas to introduce their coaches and their partner or member clubs. That 3v3 is the new game for these age groups. And after these 2 events, they decided to go on it, to perhaps to buy some pitches, to borrow to interested clubs, and everything is the same as in Norway. Yes, it's very good. And my aim is that every of the 21 county FAs will do the same, and then I'm 100% sure that the kids will have more fun all over Germany, not only in different areas. And then yeah, everything goes well. We have more kids in playing football. Football is also important for their social development. It's not only to become a pro or something like this. You meet your friends. You have to know what are their abilities, what he likes, what he don't like, and everything. And it's the most important to reach all kids in their development.
So obviously we've got our unique air pitches then that obviously we've used now for a couple of years. So you've probably seen the difference without the air pitches and with the air pitches, and we know it just keeps the ball in play. We know it's just more fun. I say more clubs are seeing them, and they're buying them now in Germany, or they're buying like franchise in the UK. And we've got different clubs around. You know, from last week we had from Australia, from Canada, even like hockey clubs. We're now looking and thinking this concept can work for different sports. So it's only going to grow. You've been involved with the air pitches before me as well. So you've seen how much better they've added to the game of 3v3 football. And it just makes it somewhat more fun. I know you've got to do a lot more work. I've seen your big trailer with all the air pitches on.
Yeah, it's of course it's a bit more handling before an event as you have with only cones. But if you have some experiences with it, if you have some coaches in your club, they see the big advantage, and they like the club, and of course the kids, then you can set up 8 pitches for a bigger event, 8 pitches in 2 hours. We did it. I do with my team every time with 4. We are 4 people, and in 2 hours we set up everything. 8 big air pitches, from lifting these pitches from the trailer, bringing to the pitch, and blowing them up and everything. Yes, it's more work, but especially for smaller clubs which wants to have only 1 or 2 pitches for their training sessions for kindergarten, and after the kindergarten comes the U6, then comes the U7, so you have perhaps 3 training sessions behind each other. Then you can also use 1 pitch in your club without having a big event, but then also for the coaches, because in this age group you don't have a coach who is very you have much experiences in coaching or everything. Mostly it's parents or younger kids or you children who finish the school, for example, and make their first experiences with the younger kids. And you don't need a coach. You only need who blows up a pitch and say, okay, and now we can pass, we can dribble, we can play. That's the most important thing. And these children, this guy, don't need to pay attention of that the kids are playing in the pitch, in the size, in the area of the pitch. No, they don't have to say, oh, you are outside, please come in, because the younger kids can't see the cones. It doesn't matter how many cones you lay on the ground, and that's much more easier for everybody to introduce younger kids to football, to soccer. And yes, it's so easy, and again, everybody has fun. The kids have fun. They come at home and say, "Oh, mom, I shot my first goal. You told me. Yeah, it's completely right." And then the parents say, "Okay, nice. My kid is happy." And that's the way we want to go in the future. He can stay at this club, can play soccer, 3-3, cool, many goals, many dribblings, many action, everything is there, and the kids can sit on the pitches. It's fun. It's fun. So, and but you have to see it as a club or as a member of FA, or everybody has to see it in life, how it works. And after that, everybody said, "Oh, it's nice. That's amazing. Perhaps we want to do it in the future."
Good. No, I say we use the smaller version in the UK, so we take about 10 minutes per pitch to blow up, and it is that, say, once you've done it a few times and you just know what to do and what to set up first and then what to do with the nets, and so yeah, it's the same with everything. You get quicker, and I need to send you a video of us doing it, because I think our method is quicker. So my team against your team, we'll have a who's the quickest to set them up.
you have no chance. You have no chance. No.
So good. I'd say, what you just said there, you've got to see it to believe, not to believe it, but once you see it, and that picture there and that video we did the other week that went viral, and that visual, and people go, wow, this is going to work. This is what we need at our club, what we need in our league. We've got a lot of work to do with our FAs, and they're coming round. We've got some good contacts who want to get involved and start rolling it out. So we've got some events over the next few weeks, Christmas stuff all being planned at the moment, and then next year, and yeah, busy times getting the air pitches around. I've got 50 FAs to contact. You've only got 20. So it's going to be a good couple of years as we move it forward. We've touched on then on, let's say, how it's grown with the youth ones. You don't do as much then with the older players, with like teenagers.
Not officially. Of course, on these events, there are brothers and sisters which are older than the kids. They play and they see it, and of course, in the breaks, they love it to play in these pitches too. But I have, or we have some experiences in the last time, that if you go, for example, in the cities to bigger places, or in front of a stadium with the FA together, and they have different projects, and you set up there 1 or 2 pitches, you see that they come also older kids, and they can play 2 against 2, for example. So of course 3 against 3 could also work, but 4 against 4 or something else, that's a little bit too small for bigger kids. But 2 against 2, it's also a very famous game form here in Germany. Or 1 against 1, it's the same. You can play everything. So, and if I was 3-4 weeks ago, and I visited a big club in Berlin, who starts the youth season there, and round about 1,000 people was on their area. And normally we thought, okay, we set up 2 pitches, a big and a small one, for Nino and a small one. And then the U6, U7, U8 will play there some nice games. But if you can forgot it, they're only U12, U13, U14, U16. It's the highest division, U14, U16. It's a Bundesliga. They played in our pitches 6 against 6 or 7 against 7. Of course, it was too small, but they are very, very able to play in a good way. One touch, fast moving and everything, and I liked it. But of course, it's not the official game, but it's fun. And then the same again. You told Finn told this already. We need games that every kid have fun, and then everything comes in the future. And yes, it's very, very good. Very good.
I'm going to change my job title now to fun maker.
Yeah. Yeah, right. We are the fun maker, not the rainmaker, not the rainmaker. But okay, in Hamburg, yeah, we could say the rainmaker. But we are the fun maker. You're right.
Cool. Well, Hardy, thanks for your time. It's been really interesting seeing what's going on in Germany, and so you're a few years ahead of where we are in the UK, and hopefully we can emulate what you've done there. So keep up the good work. Last question, and I didn't let you know this. Always my surprise question. If you were having who's your favourite 3v3 players? So who would your 3v3 team be? It could be anyone from any era, and yes, who would it be? And it could be from anywhere in the world.
Oh, I never thought about this. The best, my favorite 3v3 team. Oh, it's very difficult. Yes, I would say that my favorite 3v3 team are 5 players. Yeah, 5 players, but no professional players.
Okay.
Because they're good and they're professional, and they played 3v3, 1 against 1 and everything. I would say my 3v3 favorite team is the officials, some officials of the FA, of the German FA, because these persons are the most important persons to convince or make the first step, do the first step to introduce everybody to a new thing. We know new thing, it means changing some old traditions or something else, and it's not so easy to do this. But these guys are very, very important, because they get do the first step, and it's on the first position. I would say it's from the DFB, Markus Dormann. It's Mr. Dormann. He is responsible for supporting grassroots clubs and everything, and it's my contact there, and he is a very nice guy and try his best to go forward with all clubs and so on. And the second position is my yeah, my former I was working some years for the County FA in Hamburg as a coach. And there he was my boss. It was Mr. Stefan Kerber, because he's a very straight guy, not only saying, yes, you are right, or we can do this. No, he's saying, yeah, but please think about this, we could do this in this way, in another way than normal. And he is very fresh and has many things in his head, and try to convince everybody also to compare other other competition, and come back to the football. And it's a very nice thing, I think. And I only take one left. It's Mr. Florian Weissmann. It's the official guy for youth development in the Bavarian FA, the biggest FA in Germany. He is talking to many guys, to many coaches, to convince them for 3v3 and everything, and also is a part of the big DFB. And he did and do a very great job in the last time. Yes, everything starts now in Germany. Of course, 3v3 is not new, but the official one is new, and they work so much time for this to introduce everybody, to introduce coaches, parents, kids, of course, that this new form is the best one for kids. And these are my 3v3 favorite team.
There you go. That's a different team. I was thinking we were going to have some ex-German legends in there, but no, very good. Yeah, the influence those people can have can be very good. So when we meet up, we're definitely having an England v Germany game. I'll bring my team over. So thanks, Hardy, for your time. Just finish off then. The air pitches then, the bazooka goals, and that people are interested in. What's the best way to contact you in Germany?
Sorry.
What's the best way to contact you? What should you want to give out your email or your website? What do you want to do?
Yes, the best way that everybody who wants to know something about the air pitches, how to set up, how fast it is, how clubs can be supported from government. There are also some projects that the government can give some money perhaps for buying these things, or for funding bigger events. Everything is possible. They can contact me via email. It's hardy@3v3europe.com, or hardy@bazookagoal.com, of course. And yes, there's I have some minutes to talk to them, or to give them an answer, because it's a very important topic.
Cool, good. And that's the website for anyone watching, 3v3europe.com or 3v3.co.uk. We've got a Facebook page, Twitter page. Right. We're everywhere. The links will be somewhere on this. So Hardy, thanks for your time. Everyone, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next edition of the Friday's Tactics Board. Take care now.